I now have if you have his photograph, please give it to me. Mohammed Murtala, the member of parliament. I have a bone to pick with him, so we're going to pick that bone now, and then he's going to become one of our friends. You know that on this program, we have two main friends that we work with, Johnson Adom Otchere, the NDC national chairman, hopeful, and Mr. Zuri and Suleiman Brahma. They are friends. We're going to include Murtala in that. He's also becoming our friend now, because he's made some very reckless and irresponsible statements, you know. He was talking up the professions of lawyers as opposed to spare parts dealers. Murtala, Allah will forgive you, eh? Don't do that again. You are a member of a mass party, the National Democratic Congress, and you are rubbishing spare parts dealers, that they are nobody, their lawyer is better. Don't you know that people finish university these days with a first class in electrical engineering and go and do spare parts dealing? What is wrong with some of our politicians? Murtala was talking down spare parts dealers, that majority leader, Chairman Sabonsu, he was a spare parts dealer. You should get out. When Bagbin was studying law and practicing law, Chairman Sabonsu was a spare parts dealer. Murtala is saying that. The other day, he was not happy that somebody was calling him a teacher. And he's a member of a mass party, NDC. And I think he's lost touch with the system. He doesn't know that people are from, go to Abosokan, you go and find electrical engineers there. You see civil engineers, computer scientists, they're all there. And you think legal profession lawyer is better than spare parts dealers for a politician who's leading the country, who should be leading our young people? You see, I talked about wisdom at the beginning of the program. I talked about wisdom. You see, I talked about wisdom. Do you remember? I talked about the wisdom and the revelation of him. That wisdom, it's not everybody who is able to demonstrate it like that. You're like a politician, member of parliament, and you are talking down spare parts dealers, that Chairman Sabos was a spare part. You see the thing that I always talk about, the hatred, and they are not focused. Because if you're a member of parliament and you are a politician in the country for dressmakers, you're a politician for lawyers, you're a politician for judges, you're a politician for doctors, you're a politician for nurses, you're a politician for journalists, you're a politician for everybody. And if as a politician you stand and talk down spare parts dealers, you should go and apologize, please. Tomorrow, stand in the floor of the house and apologize for that reckless commentary. You talk reckless. Honorable member, you are reckless. How can you talk like that? Show the video. Show the video of Murtala talking recklessly like that.
Majority leader has the penchant of attacking the person of the speaker. And he does that all the time. Any opportunity he gets, he picks on the speaker. He did that on the floor. The speaker didn't want to sink into the gutters he plays, and the speaker was very diplomatic. You listen to him in the press conference, and he even said that the speaker doesn't even understand the law. When the speaker was a lawyer practicing, you, Honorable Chairman Sabonsu, you were selling spare parts at magazine. At the time, the speaker was a practicing lawyer. Why? Parliament is the house. This parliament represents all shades of this country. A committee of parliament is not an authority to itself.
Did you hear him? That when the speaker was practicing law, Chairman Sabonsu, who is no mean academic, Chairman Sabonsu is no mean brain. You look at Chairman Sabonsu and listen to him. He's not a mean brain. He's a major brain. He studied at KNUST. He's a planning expert or a quantity surveyor or land economist. I don't know which one. But you Murtala, you talk like this so recklessly. So a young man who is 27, who has left Accra Poly and is studying and is selling spare parts at Abosokan, who is a member of the NDC. In 2020, the NDC were talking up the protection of Okada riders and the protection of the business of Okada riders, because some of them were university people. And you come from a party like that and you make such reckless commentary. You should apologize. Murtala, hurry up and go and apologize before your constituents in Tamale Central get angry with you. Politicians should not speak recklessly like this. Don't ever talk like that again. And you are talking about, you don't like minority. That's okay. You're all members of parliament. You can join and sort of, bash up each other. But you can't take it out on a young man who is 26, who is looking for a future, who has finished studying sociology, and he's inherited his uncle's spare parts business at Bosokai, and he's selling and he's calculating and he's understanding what the market is and he's understanding everything. And tomorrow he becomes a marketing expert because he understands how to sell to people. You are telling that person that because he's selling spare parts, a lawyer is better than him. That is reckless, Murtala, reckless. That when Bagui was practicing law, Chairman Sabonsu was selling spare parts at magazine. Are you all right? The people at magazine, they are not human beings. What is wrong with you? Murtala, what is wrong with you? Please, those of you know him, go and talk to him. It's a reckless talk. He should never say that again. The speaker should be calling him to the privileges committee and telling him that don't talk like that about spare parts dealers anymore. And you're a member of a mass party. You see, that's why I talk about the wisdom thing. You are not an elite party. You are a mass party person. This is the party that only 2020 was talking about Okada. And you come and sit down there and you are being interviewed and you look down and talk down spare parts dealers. Play the tape again. I wish you could forward it to that side where he's talking about when Chief Mensa Bonsu Babu was practicing law. So law is better than spare parts dealing. Totally reckless. How can you even say that? When we are moving our society from thinking, when we went to school as children in the pre-sec Form 1 classroom, we're only looking for 3 professions. You're a lawyer, you're a doctor, you're an engineer. Later they added pharmacist. That's all we know. We didn't know even journalism, we didn't know acting, we didn't know movie industry. So we grew up and some people felt that they were worthless because they don't fit in lawyer, doctor, what is the other one? Pharmacist, something. The whole class in pre-sec Form 2, the whole class, we are all heading, we are 120. We are all heading for 3 professions. Only few people will fit into those 3 professions. The rest of us, if we are not careful, psychologically, we feel that we are useless. And we are moving away from that. Now, when you go to pre-sec, there are people who are doing animation. The people are doing all sorts of things. And then this reckless member of parliament comes in 2022 to tell us that a lawyer is better than a spare parts dealer. Such reckless commentary. Totally reckless. Shameful. Shameful. Murtala, shameful. You shouldn't say that about spare parts dealers. What's wrong with you? Anyway, President Muhammad is more important. So let's talk about him. And let's leave this parliamentarian who doesn't even know his left or his right. Let's leave him out. And President Muhammad is very important. Let's go now to President Muhammad. Now, what I like about President, please, can you take his photograph? I don't want to see. Take it from there. We finish with him. He's a reckless MP. Take the photograph. You are still, clear him from behind me. Reckless MP like that. You go and talk down on spare parts dealers. Who do you think you are? These delusions of self-grandeur that people think they become member of parliament, so suddenly they are better than everybody. Murtala. Oh. Anyway, spare parts dealers, don't mind him. Don't mind him. We are together. Don't mind him. We will continue to do the spare parts and build an industry, an automobile industry. Already, Akufo-Addo has brought some automobile industry. We will build it. Leave Murtala alone. He should come back 7 years' time. He'll come and see what Abosokan looks like. And then he will understand that vision and hard work works. And if you're a politician, you have to encourage your people. You don't have to derail them. Reckless commentary.